So I'm having some thoughts early this morning. I think it's time in my work for me to start being just super exposing and talking about the truth about the reality of why we get sick and how we can heal. I'm coming out of 30 years in the holistic wellness industry, as well as medical background before that, working in clinical laboratories and hospital settings with a pre-med education background. And what I've seen is that the reductionist chasing symptoms model of trying to heal, even in the holistic wellness industry, is a losing game. Because the reality is, the reason that we get sick has more to do with what's going on in our heart and our mind than it does with broken parts of our body. When our body breaks down, it's actually expressing what is being directed into it through our thinking and feeling life. Of course, we need to make sure that we get enough vitamins, minerals, and macronutrients like carbs, fat, and protein. We have to make sure we get enough of that. But as we all know now, we need enough sleep, we need right exercise, we need sunlight, which is a rare commodity these days in some places. We need good, fresh, clean air, which again, rare commodity. So I'm going to start talking about the truth about healing. The biggest thing that I'm going to talk about that I find all across the board with my market in terms of clientele, with my family, friends, colleagues, literally everywhere, is that people, even people who will acknowledge, yes, we need those things, won't go as far to acknowledge that at the end of the day, in order to correct the thinking, it's creating the stress in our physiology. We need Jesus Christ. We need God because He's the only one who has the power to transform our mind. Our mind is not the gray matter in our skull. Our mind is our soul. It's our mind, our will, and our emotions. That's where we think. That's where we perceive reality. And our perception of reality has physiological impacts. There's a lot of spiritual traditions that have tried to work with our perception of reality, but none of them are actually the ultimate truth except Bible-based Christianity. And not many churches in these days are teaching true Bible-based Christianity. They're altering doctrine in some way, either through ignorance or design, and some were never founded in true Bible doctrine, such as Catholicism, Mormonism, Jehovah's Witness. Those are the ones that come to mind off the top of my head. So it's time to start talking about the truth. If we truly want to be well in body, mind, and spirit, we have to talk about the truth. And it's time. I'm going to do my very, very best not to use AI in my offerings, my services, and my content creation. Not because I'm making some line in the sand ideologically, but because I don't want to contribute to a system, the end times beast system that the Bible talks about. I just don't want to contribute to that. And I don't believe that the people who God will bring to what I offer for support and healing in body, mind, spirit will be impacted by me not using AI in my materials. So it'll look a little rough. YouTube may not favor my videos, but I trust that the Lord will send the people that are ready and looking for truth, real truth and healing. Because truth is what yields real results. Yeah. So some of my thoughts this morning. Thanks so much and God bless.